Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the secret world of hacker tools that make you invisible online. Ever wondered how real hackers disappear without a trace? I spent a fortune to get my hands on the most advanced anonymity tech of 2026. We're breaking down 7 top-secret tools that turn elite hackers into digital ghosts. This is the kind of stuff governments don't want you to see. By the end, you'll never look at the internet the same way again. Ready? Smash that like button and let's jump in. First up, the foundation of true online invisibility, a quantum-resistant VPN. In a world where digital threats evolve every day and privacy is constantly under attack, this is the ultimate shield for anyone who values their anonymity. Imagine a fortress built not just for today's hackers, but for the supercomputers of tomorrow. Forget the VPNs you see advertised everywhere. This one is invite-only, reserved for a select few, and it comes with a price tag that would make most people's eyes water. It's not just expensive, it's exclusive, and it's engineered specifically for the quantum age, where traditional encryption simply won't cut it. Regular VPNs rely on encryption methods that, while strong today, could be rendered useless by the rise of quantum computing. This VPN, however, uses quantum-resistant cryptography, mathematical algorithms so advanced and complex that even the most powerful supercomputers of the future would be left scratching their heads. It's a level of security that's not just ahead of the curve, it's rewriting the curve entirely. Think of it like locking your most valuable secrets in a vault, then burying that vault deep underground and erasing every trace of the map. No one, not even the most determined adversary, can find your data. And when it comes to privacy, this VPN takes things to the next level. There are absolutely no logs. Ever. The servers run entirely in RAM, which means every single piece of data is wiped clean the moment the server reboots. Even if someone tried to force their way in, there would be nothing to hand over. Your digital footprint? Completely erased. The interface is as minimal as it gets. Just a command line. No flashy graphics, no unnecessary features. You connect, and the VPN automatically routes your traffic through multiple countries, with each hop re-encrypting your data. Every step adds another layer of protection, making it nearly impossible to trace your activity back to you. Sure, it's slower than the commercial VPNs you're used to, but for serious hackers and privacy enthusiasts, speed is a small price to pay for bulletproof anonymity. When your freedom and security are on the line, every extra second is worth it. Let's connect right now. Credentials in, tunnel building, and we're in. My real location? Completely vanished. To the outside world, I could be anywhere, or nowhere at all. But this is just the first step. For true invisibility, hackers layer multiple tools, each one adding another barrier between them and anyone trying to track them down. Think of the VPN as the armored car protecting your data as it travels. But what about the activity inside that armored car? How do you make sure nothing leaves a trace? That's where the next tool comes in. A browser designed to leave zero trace. No history, no cookies, no fingerprints. Total digital invisibility, from start to finish. With our quantum VPN active, our internet traffic is already shielded from prying eyes, encrypted at a level that's nearly impossible to crack. But encryption alone isn't enough if your browser is leaking information about you. That's why we need a browser that's just as stealthy, one that doesn't just hide your traffic, but also your very presence online. Enter the next-gen decentralized browser. Think of it as Tor 2.0. But smarter, faster, and designed for the future of privacy. Instead of relying on a fixed set of nodes, every user becomes a temporary relay. The network is always shifting, unpredictable, and impossible to map or surveil. Each request you make is split into fragments, encrypted, and bounced through a constantly changing path, chosen by a blockchain-like consensus mechanism. This means no single point of failure, and no one can follow your trail. There's no central authority, no static list of relays. Just pure, organized chaos that keeps you hidden. The browser takes it further by randomizing your digital fingerprint every single session, making it nearly impossible for websites to track you across visits. To every website you visit, you appear as a brand new, generic user. No history, no unique identifiers, just a blank slate every time. Cookies and scripts? They're either blocked outright or wiped instantly after each session, leaving no trace behind for advertisers or trackers. Even your user agent, the bit of code that tells sites what browser and device you're using, is spoofed at random, making you blend in with millions of other users. Let's put it to the test. I visit a fingerprinting site, close the session, reopen the browser, and boom, my digital ID is completely different. No pattern, no link, no way to connect the dots. For hackers and cybersecurity professionals, this is the ultimate reconnaissance tool. It allows them to gather intel, research vulnerabilities, and monitor targets without ever revealing their identity. They can browse, research, and lurk in the shadows of the web, leaving absolutely no digital footprint behind. No logs, no history, nothing to trace. Combine this invisible browser with the Quantum VPN, and you're not just hidden, you're nearly untraceable, operating in a digital cloak of invisibility. But to truly disappear from the digital world, you need more than just a hidden location and a stealthy browser. You need an untraceable identity, a digital mask that can't be linked back to you no matter how deep someone digs. Hiding your location and activity isn't enough. Hackers need fake, yet convincing, digital identities. Enter blockchain-based identity maskers, tools that generate entire personas, complete with history and reputation, all on a private blockchain. These aren't just fake names. They're AI-built profiles with social footprints, reputation scores, and cryptographic keys. Zero-knowledge proofs let you verify age or reputation without revealing any real info. Hackers can create, age, and abandon these identities at will. If one's burned, they just spin up another. I'll make one now. Select age, nationality, interests, hit generate, and the system builds a new persona. Keys, history, and suggested next steps. This is how hackers operate as digital ghosts. Never themselves, always someone else. But even with a new identity, you need to make sure your connection is untraceable. That's where AI comes in. Now let's talk about the real magic behind staying invisible online. AI-powered proxy chains that are light years ahead of anything you've seen before. Traditional proxy chains are static, predictable, and can eventually be unraveled by determined investigators or advanced tracking tools. But this AI tool is different. It's constantly scanning and evaluating thousands of proxies, public, private, and even hijacked IoT devices scattered across the globe. The AI doesn't just build your proxy chain once, it updates and rebuilds it in real time, shifting your digital path every few seconds to stay ahead of anyone trying to follow you. Your data might bounce from Brazil to Japan, then to Germany, South Africa, and back again, constantly changing, making your trail nearly impossible to follow. For anyone trying to trace you, it's a total nightmare. The path is never the same for more than a few seconds. By the time an investigator even starts to analyze your route, the entire path has already vanished, replaced by a new one. The AI is always learning. It blacklists slow or risky nodes, avoids compromised servers, and prefers countries that don't cooperate with international law enforcement, making you even harder to catch. You can actually watch this in real time. The dashboard maps your data path live, showing routes that change every few seconds, adapting to threats instantly. At any moment, you might have 15 hops through 15 different countries, all managed and optimized by the AI for maximum anonymity. Sure, latency is high, pages load slowly, and connections can lag. But for hackers and privacy advocates, untraceability is worth every extra second. This is the kind of technology you'd expect from nation-state actors or elite cyber units, not something you can just download and run at home. Don't even think about running this on your everyday laptop. It demands serious resources and specialized hardware. To stay truly untraceable, you need a disposable, self-destructing computer. One you can wipe and destroy at a moment's notice, leaving no evidence behind. Hackers never use their own hardware. They use disposable virtual machines, cloud-based, ephemeral, and wiped after each use. With anonymous crypto payments, they spin up a VM, run their tools, and destroy it instantly after the mission. The VM is cryptographically wiped. No logs, no files, no evidence. All demo script spins up a VM, runs a scan, and self-destructs. 2 minutes later, it's like it never existed. Hackers can launch dozens of these worldwide, each a disposable soldier. The real person is separated from the action by layers of automation and anonymity. But even these VMs need a secure operating system. That's where the next tool comes in. Standard operating systems leak data. Hackers use specialized OSes like Tails and Cubes for maximum security. Tails runs from a USB stick, forgets everything on shutdown, and never writes to the hard drive. Boot it anywhere, do your work, and leave no trace behind. All connections are forced through the advanced decentralized network. No accidental leaks. Cube's OS uses compartmentalization. Each task runs in its own isolated VM, so a breach in one doesn't affect the others. I'll boot Tails now, USB in, reboot, and we're in a clean, hardened Linux environment. Every tool is pre-configured for privacy. This is the sterile workspace for hackers. Boot, operate, unplug, vanish. But how do they communicate securely? That's the final piece. Hackers need to communicate, but mainstream apps are a liability. They use decentralized, peer-to-peer, end-to-end encrypted platforms. No phone numbers, no emails, no central servers. Accounts are just public-private key pairs. To chat, you exchange keys securely, no usernames to search. Messages are routed through a decentralized network, hopping nodes for total anonymity. Every message self-destructs by default, and duress features wipe or fake the app if compromised. Metadata is stripped or obfuscated. No records of who talked to whom, when, or where. The interface is bare bones, just random strings for contacts, no frills. It's inconvenient, but that's the price of true security. This is how modern hacking groups coordinate in total secrecy. There you have it, 7 of the most secret hacker tools of 2026. From quantum VPNs to disposable VMs, the sophistication is mind-blowing. This video is for education only. Don't use these tools for anything illegal. Understanding them helps you protect yourself in the digital age. Technology is a tool. Use it responsibly. What blew your mind most? Drop a comment below. Smash that like and subscribe for more wild tech deep dives. Thanks for watching. See you next time.